India women create Test history, breaking the record for the most runs in a single day. India scored 525 runs for the loss of 4 wickets on the opening day of the Chennai Test against South Africa, setting a record for the most runs scored by any team in a day's play in Test history, whether men's or women's. The previous record was 509 runs for 9 wickets by Sri Lanka against Bangladesh in Colombo in 2002. This is the first instance of a women's test match where a team scored over 500 runs in a day's play. Previously, the highest aggregate on a day's play was 475 runs in the Christchurch Test in 1935, where New Zealand were bowled out for 44 and England replied with 431 for 4. India's total of 525 for 4 against South Africa is their highest ever in women's tests and ranks joint third highest by any team in this format. Their previous highest was 467 all out against England in Taunton in 2002. Shafali Verma became the first woman to score over 200 runs in a day's play in a test match, reaching 205 runs. The previous record was 189 runs by Betty Snowball for England in the Christchurch Test against New Zealand in 1935. Shafali Verma and Smriti Mandhana shared a partnership of 292 runs for the first wicket against South Africa, setting a new record for the highest opening stand in women's tests, surpassing the previous record of 241 runs by Kiran Baluch and Sajida Shah against West Indies in 2004. Shafali Verma's double century came off 194 balls, marking the fastest double century in women's tests. She achieved this feat at the age of 20 years and 152 days, becoming the second youngest woman to score a double century after Mithali Raj. Shafali Verma and Smriti Mandhana became the second pair of openers in women's tests to score centuries in the same innings, following Charlotte Edwards and Laura Newton's achievement against New Zealand in 2004. India's first innings in Chennai marks only the 11th instance in women's test history where 2 or more batters scored centuries in the same innings, and it is only the second such instance for India after Thirush Kamini and Poonam Raut achieved the feat in 2014. Shafali Verma is now the second Indian woman after Mithali Raj and the 10th woman overall to score a double century in women's tests, achieving this milestone at the age of 20 years and 152 days. Shafali Verma hit 8 sixes during her innings of 205 runs, setting a new record for the most sixes hit by a batter in a women's test innings. Previously, no batter had hit more than 2 sixes in an innings, and no woman had hit more than 3 sixes in their test career before this match. India collectively hit 9 sixes in their innings, surpassing the previous record of 6 sixes in a women's test match. This summary highlights the historic achievements of the Indian women's cricket team in the Chennai Test against South Africa. With such remarkable performances, it's likely that more records will be broken in this test match. Stay tuned for further updates. I'll provide more insights tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.